I repeat again. What is pollutant? Pollutant is a toxic substance, living or non-living, at an undesirable limit is called the pollutant. And such type substances, when present in the air, is called the air pollutant. And the process of polluting the air and making it unsafe or harmful for living is called the air pollution. Okay. So now the air pollutant, I already discussed the air pollution and air pollutant, and here is the source of the air pollution. So what are the sources? So there are many sources of gases and also the particulate matter pollutants. Okay, they are listed as the burning of coal. For the burning of coal, carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, sulphur dioxide, NXOY, hydrocarbons, particulate matter is produced from the burning of coals. And for the fertilizer plant, there are lots of HC hydrocarbons, NH3, NXOY, and from the chemical plants, they emitted some amount of Cl2, and from the steel plants also from the steel plants are emitted by some carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, SO2, some particulate matters, etc., etc. And carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, and hydrocarbons also emitted by the automobiles. Okay. So now the pollutants thus emitted classified in two groups. First one is the primary pollutants, and another one is the secondary pollutants. Primary pollutants and secondary pollutants. So now, what is the primary and what is secondary? So the substance are emitted directly into the primary pollutants are emitted directly into the atmosphere, like hydrogen, carbon, nitrogen, sulfur, lead, ash, etc., etc. Okay, these products are emitted directly into the atmosphere. Okay, and what is the secondary pollutants? So the secondary pollutants are not emitted directly into the atmosphere, but are formed by various physical processes in the atmosphere. Okay, the secondary pollutants are not emitted directly into the atmosphere, but are formed by various physical processes in the atmosphere. Okay, for an example, we can say the ozone, which is formed through some chemical process that is not obtained directly, but through the secondary reactions also, like NO2 plus energy. It will produce the N2 plus O, and after that the NO2 and plus some less amount of energy, it will produce the NO plus N. Okay, so this like the complex product, after that it will produce the ozone, like O plus O2 plus N. Okay, that after reaction it will produce carbon, ozone, and nitrogen. So, okay. Now, here is the primary pollutants. Next, secondary pollutants. Okay. So here is the outdoor air pollution. Now, the main thing is the criteria pollutants. So you heard the term the criteria pollutants? Anyone? Criteria pollutants. Any idea about criteria pollutants? Any idea about criteria pollutants? Somnath, Shubhankar, Sumon, Rubojati, Devojit. Any idea?
No, sir.
No idea about criteria pollutants?
No, sir.
Okay. So basically, there are 6 pollutants which have the main contribution in creating the air pollution. Okay, so they are primary pollutants like carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, lead, and also PM. That means the particulate matter, PM, with the secondary pollutants like the ground level oxygen. First one, carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, lead, nitrogen dioxide, particulate matter, and ozone. 6. There are 6 pollutants. So now the carbon monoxide. So basically carbon monoxide is a colorless, odorless, and tasteless poisonous gas. So the structure is, each and everybody know the structure of carbon monoxide, C double bond O. So it combines, carbon monoxide combines with the hemoglobin and the oxygen carrier of the blood in the body to form the carboxy hemoglobin. जो भी कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड शरीर पे जाके वहां पे क्या होता है, जो भी हीमोग्लोबिन है, हीमोग्लोबिन का साथ रिएक्शन होता है उसका, ठीक है. आफ्टर रिएक्शन प्रोड्यूस होता है कार्बोक्सी हीमोग्लोबिन, दैट इज अ स्टेबल कंपाउंड. सो दिस oxygen transportation is thus disrupted, and it may cause some fatal diseases also. And the source, if we discuss about the sources of carbon monoxide, so you can say the incomplete combustion of coal, wood, petrol in the steel plants, automobile, thermal power plants, jet engine, okay, and also the tobacco for the tobacco smoking, and the oxidation of methane formation through the aerobic decomposition of the organic matter. ठीक है, फिफ्थ सेम में हुआ था ना एक्टिवेटर स्लैज प्रोसेस, एयरेशन प्रोसेस, याद है वहां पे बीओडी सीओडी ये सब कुछ याद है? यस सर. तो वहां पे क्या हुआ था, जब भी एनिएरोबिक डिकम्पोजिशन हो रहा था तो उस टाइम कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड प्रोड्यूस हो रहा था. ठीक है, एक बार लिख लो यहाँ पे. Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
First, give the heading carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide. Heading then as sources. Write down the first point. Incomplete of coal, wood, petrol in steel plant, automobile, thermal power plant, etc. Second point, tobacco smoking. Tobacco. And point number 3, the oxidation of CH4, that means methane, formed through aerobic decomposition of organic matter. कॉपी कर लिया?
यस सर।
इरेज कर दूं?
सर एक मिनट सर।
हाँ ठीक, बोलो पढ़े जानो।
ठीक है सर।
The next heading, that is nitrogen dioxide. Nitrogen dioxide. Nitrogen dioxide ब्रैकेट लिख लेना कि NO2. अच्छा पहले देखो ऑक्साइड्स ऑफ नाइट्रोजन. Oxides of nitrogen. Oxides of nitrogen. So basically there are six oxides of nitrogen, like nitric oxides, NO, NO2, nitrogen dioxide, nitrous oxide, N2O, dinitrogen trioxide, N2O3, and dinitrogen tetroxide, N2O4, and the last one is the nitrogen pentoxide, N2O5, which are known to. So basically there are 6 oxides of nitrogen. Okay. First one is the NO. The full form of NO, bracket में लिख लेना, nitric oxide, NITRIC oxides, oxide D. Next one is the NO2. NO2 means nitrogen dioxide. Nitrogen dioxide. Next, N2O. That means the nitrous oxides. Next one is the N2O3. Sorry, N2O3. That means the dinitrogen trioxide. Dinitrogen trioxides. Next, N2O4. The full form is dinitrogen tetroxide. Dinitrogen tetroxide. Next is the N2O5. Dinitrogen pentoxide. हुआ या फिर से बोलना पड़ेगा? बोलो, डाउट है?
सर
हाँ बताओ बताओ।
हो गया सर।
हो गया?
यस
हो गया? कुछ
Yes, sir.
डाउट है? N2O2 इस नाम पे कुछ डाउट है? फुल फॉर्म में किसी का कुछ डाउट है?
नो सर।
Next, sources. First, the burning of fossil fuels. burning of fossil fuels. Next, number 2, nitrogen-based fertilizer plant. Nitrogen-based fertilizer plants. Number 3, manufacturing of manufacture of HNO3. Manufacture of HNO3. Abhijit Burman, unmute yourself. Abhijit, unmute karo.
Yes, sir.
Abhijit, what is the full form of HNO3?
Nitrogen dioxide.
Nitrogen trioxide. Very good. Very, very good. Dhruvajati? Purvasha, unmute karo.
Sir, nitric acid.
Very good. ঠিক আছে। অভিজিৎ বর্মন পড়াশোনা করো।
Yes, sir.
Next, automobile exhaust. আর কেউ কিছু জানো? Do you have any idea about the source of nitrogen dioxide? Number 1, burning of fossil fuels, nitrogen-based fertilizer plant, manufacturing of HNO3, automobile exhaust. Anyone? Any other? Any other point?
Sir, welding.
Welding. হতে পারে। Akshay,
Yes, sir.
any points?
No, sir.
फिफ्थ में जो भी हुआ था ना सब कुछ भूल चुके। डिकम्पोजिशन ऑफ द ऑर्गेनिक वेस्ट में क्या हो रहा था? ऑक्साइड्स ऑफ नाइट्रोजन प्रोड्यूस हो रहा था ना, कुछ भी याद नहीं। डिकम्पोजिशन of organic waste. Decomposition of organic waste. 6 महीने में सब कुछ भूल चुके हो, कुछ भी याद नहीं है। बीओडी सीओडी उस टाइम हुआ था, ऑर्गेनिक वेस्ट का डिकम्पोजिशन कैसे होता है, एक्टिवेटेड स्लैश प्रोसेस क्या होता है, बहुत कुछ, सब कुछ भूल चुके हो, कुछ भी याद नहीं है। ठीक है, अच्छा इरेज कर दो, हो गया सबका?
Yes, sir.
Next point, number 3 is nitrogen dioxides. Nitrogen dioxide. सॉरी, ये नंबर 2 पॉइंट ही होगा क्योंकि ऑक्साइड्स ऑफ नाइट्रोजन बोला था उस टाइम। ऑक्साइड्स ऑफ नाइट्रोजन के अंदर ही लिखो इफेक्ट। ऑक्सीजन ऑफ नाइट्रोजन जो हो रहा था उसका अंदर ही लिखो इफेक्ट। The first effect is respiratory irritation. Second one is the headache. Number 3, corrosion of teeth. Number 4, leaf damage to sensitive plant. Leaf damage to sensitive plants. Another one is the bronchitis. That is the main effect of the human health, that is bronchitis. Respiratory irritation, headache, corrosion of teeth, leaf damage to sensitive plant, and bronchitis. Okay, that's it. Now, third number 1 should be respiratory. Yeah. Thank you, Supraji. I'll give the third number point, that is the sulfur dioxide. Yes, O2. So this
Sir,
sulfur dioxide is, हाँ बोलो.
सर ब्रोंचिटिस क्या है सर?
ओ ब्रोंकाइटिस होगा वहां पे, ठीक है. ब्रोंकाइटिस CR होगा, ठीक कर लेना.
सर ये क्या होता है?
ब्रोंकाइटिस एक मतलब हेल्थ इफेक्ट होता है ना, जहाँ पे मतलब जो भी सांस का एक प्रॉब्लम होता है, वो ब्रोंकाइटिस.
ओके सर.
CR होगा वहां पे, हाँ. H हो गया. So next one is the sulfur dioxide. So this sulfur dioxide is also the colorless poisonous gas, the highly soluble in water. ठीक है, जो भी water है, water में highly soluble होता है sulfur dioxide, SO2. And SO2 का जो source होता है वो है burning of fossil fuels, thermal power plant, fertilizer plant, steel plant, textile industry. लगभग जो भी sources होगा, sources और the all criteria pollutants सेम. ठीक है, मतलब NO2 के लिए जो भी होगा, CO के लिए भी थोड़ा सेम चीज ही होगा, SO2 के लिए भी सेम ही होगा. तो सोर्सेस, फिर से सोर्सेस एक बार लिख लेना फॉर द सल्फर डाइऑक्साइड. burning of fossil fuel, next textile industry, next steel plants, next sulfuric acid plant, Gautam Basu,
Yes, sir.
full form of sulfuric acid. Chemical significance of sulfuric acid. Your voice is not clear. Lavani,
Sir, H2SO4. Hello?
हाँ ठीक
Hello?
है ठीक हाँ ठीक है H2SO4 plants. Number 5, petroleum industry. There is a source, and next is effects. Effects of SO2 on human health. First one is the respiratory irritation. Number 2, asthma. एस्मा ब्रोंकाइटिस लाइक सेम वहां पे कुछ मतलब सांस का प्रॉब्लम हो जाता है एंड इरिटेशन of eyes, irritation of eyes. That's it. It's the effect of the SO2. Can I erase it?
Yes, sir.
Next one. Point number 4, I think. PM. Or the full form of this PM is the particulate matter. So small solid particles and the liquid droplets are collectively known as the particulates. So basically in the air, there are very small size particles are moving. So this particle size is less than 10 micrometer. So this PM or particulate matter is basically two types. First one is number 1 is PM 2.5 and another one is PM 10. So do you have any idea about PM 2.5 and PM 10?
No, sir.
No idea. This
PM
this
PM
Eyes.
Bolo?
তো PM 2.5 যেটা সেটা হচ্ছে পার্টিকুলার ম্যাটার সাইজ গুলো 2.5 মাইক্রনের ছোট হয়
Very good. This 2.5 and 10 is basically the size of the particle, and PM defined as the particulate matter. So the size of the particulate matter is less than 2.5. Those are known as the PM 2.5, and the particulate matter less than 10 but greater than 2.5 is known as the PM 10. Clear? So like there are some dust, fumes, fog, smoke is known as the particulate matter. So dust, what is dust? Dust is basically the solid particles dispersed in the air, that is known as dust. And the fume is the solid and the liquid particles from when the vaporous condense. And the fog is the liquid dispersed in the gas medium. And the smoke, another one is the smoke, that is the carbon resulting from the incomplete combustion. And smoke is the particulate matter originated from smoke and fog together, that is known as a smoke. Okay, लिखने का जरूरत है या याद रहेगा? बोलो कुछ तो बताओ. लिख लोगे या याद रहेगा?
तो याद रहेगा।
याद रहेगा?
हाँ सर।
ठीक है। सुमन, अनम्यूट योरसेल्फ।
স্যার আমি তো বলতে যাচ্ছিলাম লিখবো।
তাই?
আরেকবার বলুন লিখবো।
আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে, লিখে না লিখে না। In the dust, dust is the solid particles dispersed in air. Next is fume. अंशु याद है फ्यूम क्या है? अंशु, what is fume?
सर नहीं याद है सर।
Solid and liquid particles formed when vaporous vapors condense and fume fog. Fog means the liquid dispersed in gas medium. Fog means smoke. Smoke is the carbon resulting from incomplete combustion. The last one is smoke. Smoke is the particulate matter originate from smoke and fog. Smoke means the combination of the smoke and fog. Now the sources are like same for the previous one, and the effects are the backlog of the solar radiation cause the lowering the Earth's temperature and affect the overall weather conditions, and some respiratory diseases, cancer, etc. That's it. Okay.
স্যার
हाँ देवजीत बोल।
স্যার PM 2.5 এর সাইজ কত?
हाँ less than 2.5.
ইউনিট কি স্যার? ইউনিটটা 2.5 মানে ইউনিটটা কি হবে?
Micron.
ওকে স্যার ওকে।
Okay, next part I will discuss in our next class. Okay.